going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So obviously you guys saw the title to this video. Game knows just when to humble you at the right time. You're about to see a flex start that I played in, and then you're about to see a C tier that I played in after the flex start. I'll talk to you guys through the whole thing pretty much, and then afterwards we'll talk at the end. But I mean, long story short, it's just been this last end of July, beginning of August have been pretty rough as far as disc golf goes. Struggled a lot with my putting and my confidence after this round, and it carried over to the C tier, so not really a whole lot to say on that, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. What's going on, everybody? I am out here at Springwood Park. I know I said I would be in Pulaski, Virginia, and that's still the plan. However, playing a little flex start here on Friday at Springwood Park. Gonna try to take this thing down. So it'll be 2 tournaments, 1 video, which is pretty cool. Never done that before. But anyway, playing all whites out here today. Very familiar with this course. But again, it's another one of those where I haven't played since December, maybe a little bit later than that. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I got Khalif on the car with me, so you'll see some shots of him, and he'll talk a little bit too. So yeah, we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys. So I know I said I was going to do some talking, or Khalif was going to do some talking about this tournament, and we had planned on it, but the problem is we kind of had to skedaddle home. I had to go pick up my son, and Khalif had to go to an in-law's house, so this was kind of a last-minute, hey, let's go play in this tournament deal, which was probably a bad idea from the jump, but, you know, here we are. You're not going to see a lot of good Khalif shots. Whenever I decided to record Khalif, he would have a bad shot for some reason, but myself, I don't know what was wrong with me in this, event. I just couldn't figure it out. Khalif played well. He actually ended up shooting better than I did. We both played the same layout, and Khalif played MA4. I played MA3. I don't think I would have cashed even in the MA4. I took a video of that trash can because that's how I was feeling about my game. But Khalif played well. It's been a while since me and him have played this course, but we played it back in December, and I played it as like a see how things are going. When I had the old bag layout of 1 forehand, 1 backhand disc, which I'm thinking about going right back to that, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Long story short, just mentally checked out. Once I got to the point of like, there's no way I'm going to be able to bring this thing back, I really mentally checked out. I wasn't trying to throw. I was still trying to throw my best shots. I just really didn't care anymore. But yeah, that was how that went. So that round, obviously, as I said, did not go well at all. It was a horrible, horrible time, which sucks because I usually play Springwood pretty well. But I'm like, there were some glaring problems with my game in general that I chose to ignore because everything else was playing well. That really reared its ugly head at Springwood. So, I took it as a learning experience. I planned on scrapping it all together and just not showing you guys this, but at the end of the day, I kind of have to, because it shows growth at the end of the day, and once I bounce back. So this was my final score. I was the only one in MA3 not to shoot under par. Really, really bad. But I didn't really take it too much to heart. I told myself, you got all the bad playing out of the way today. Let's go into the C tier tomorrow and play well. So yeah, we'll show you what happened during the C-tier. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I have made it to Pulaski County, Virginia, for the NRV throwdown. I think this is the 10th one, but I'm really not all that sure. That drive was brutal. 2 hours and 60% of it was on back mountain roads, so didn't enjoy that, but I'm here. I got about 30 minutes to warm up. Just got my player's pack disc. It's an AVR. It's a trash can, not a trash can. I like that. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready to get going. We'll see what today brings. I don't know this course at all. I watched a little bit of video on it, but not enough to know what's good and bad. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, no goal today. Just gonna play my best and try to play aggressive attack, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So round one of the C tier, I threw the disc pretty well. Had some not so good shots, had some pretty good shots. This is a not so good shot where I got a little lucky. That fence over there is OB, and I hit the fence and stayed in bounds. And this is a really cool triple Mando hole that I ended up throwing a tomahawk and skipping through. As you can see, it's kind of like the one at Little Davy. But it was just my putting. I was 3 under at one point. You saw I hit that tree right off the tee. That wasn't very good, but it was my putting that was pretty bad. My C1X was still really low. If I made every putt within 25 to 15 to 25 feet, I'm probably close to, like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 under. But that's just sometimes that's how it rolls. But overall, not too bad of a round. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Just got done with round one. Shot 2 under, which is right at my rating of 880. So I'm actually pretty okay with that. Putting has been an issue. I missed a lot of circle 1 putts. My C1X was really bad, as you can see. But that's just what it is. I'm kind of in a putting drought or slump right now, but we will figure it out. We will figure it out eventually. Playing a little different layout this next go around. Short tees to yellow baskets, so it's going to be look a little different. Probably going to score a little different, but anyway, I'm going to eat my sandwiches I got here and chillax until the next round. So yeah, we'll see you guys during the next round. So I don't want to say the second layout we played was all that much harder, because it wasn't. Some of the holes were a little bit longer. Like, so we had a couple more par 4s and par 5s, but most of the shorter holes were relatively the same distance, just in a different pin location. So I don't think it was harder in that aspect. Honestly, I felt like the second layout would play a little bit better to my game. The problem is that I started out 2 under through the first 2 holes and ended the round really bad. I kind of gave up or stopped caring again, like I did in the flex stars. You can see here I'm hitting a bunch of trees. I was just off on a lot of my tee shots, and it made it really hard for me to scramble and keep the dream alive. This is kind of how my putting was all day, just chain out left. It tore through my mental, and my putting was bad all day, but the second round really showed its head. Whereas in the first round, I'd have those putts for birdies. They'd be for par here or bogey. So, but yeah. So I didn't take a post second round video. I was pretty done with the whole thing. I was not in the best of mindsets, to be honest with you. I didn't really like my play in that second round, and I was really trying to go ahead and leave because there was a storm supposed to be coming. I didn't want to be on those mountain roads when that storm came through, so I was ready to get the heck up on out of there. This is what I ended up shooting. I went from 3rd to like 15th or 14th or something like that. Just not good. But like I said, game knows when to humble you. Since then, I've done 2 days of field work and tried to figure out where my misses are and where I'm, not throwing the disc well and throwing the disc well. So we're going to get it back on track. We will get back to how we had been playing before. But, at the end of the day, it feels good to be humbled. Because I know what I was doing was good and now is not so good. Now I just have to get back to that. My rating dropped, but only by 1 point, since that first round from the flex start was so low, it didn't count towards my rating. So that's really not that big of a deal. All it did was wreck my putting confidence, but still putting every day. Still working to try to get back to how things were, and we're going to keep it moving. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know a lot of this was me yapping, but if you like that, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, post every Friday. You don't miss next week's post. I'm not sure what you'll have next week, but I have a big A tier coming up in next weekend. So next you'll have something, and then the following week you'll have the Oak Hollow Open. And then I think after that is either Sneaky Pete. No, it's Seth Burton and then Sneaky Pete. So yeah, anyway, hope everybody, thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you next Friday.